Hello students, welcome to the last session of this chapter. Today we are going to do the short sums based on the formulas which we have already studied. Now let us take a glance at the formulas which we have already done. See, the first formula which we have done is R is equal to n sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y divided by under root of n sigma x square minus sigma x the whole square into under root of n sigma y square minus sigma y the whole square. This we used for the observations which were less than 15. Second formula is R is equal to sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by under root of sigma x minus x bar the whole square into under root of sigma y minus y bar the whole square. This formula we applied when the mean was integer. The third formula is R is equal to n sigma uv minus sigma u into sigma v divided by under root of n sigma u square minus sigma u the whole square into under root of n sigma v square minus sigma v the whole square. This formula we applied when the mean was in decimals. Now see the fourth formula which is derived from the upper formulas, that is R is equal to covariance xy divided by sx into sy, where sx and sy are standard deviations of x and y. This formula we will be using in the short sums. Next one is also derived from the upper one, that is R is equal to sigma x minus x bar y minus y bar divided by n sx sy. The last one is the rank correlation coefficient, that is R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square upon n square minus 1. Now we will be doing the short sums based on these formulas which I have told you. Now see question number first. It is said find R, that is correlation coefficient, from the data which is given to us. The data is for the rainfall x and the production y, and this has been collected for 10 years for a district. Now here n is given as 10, covariance xy is 30, sx is 5, sy square is 144 and sy is equal to 12. Now since sy square is 144, sy you can take it as under root of 144, so that will be 12. Now you know the formula for R. R is equal to covariance xy divided by sx into sy. Now let us substitute the values. Covariance xy is 30 divided by sx is 5 and sy is 12. Okay, so now when you calculate this value, your answer will be 0.5. Now see question number second. 10 contestants are ranked in a beauty contest by 2 judges, and the sum of the squares of differences in their ranks is found to be 214. Find the rank correlation coefficient. So here 10 contestants are there, so that means n is equal to 10. Squares of difference in the ranks, that means sigma d square, and sigma d square is given to us as 214. So we are supposed to find rank correlation coefficient. So R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square divided by n square minus 1. So this will be 1 minus 6 into 214 divided by 10 into 10 square minus 1. So this will be 1 minus, when you solve this, it will be 1284 divided by this value. When you do, this will be 10. 10 square is 100. 100 minus 1 is 99. So when you solve this, you will have 1 minus 1.30 and your answer will be minus 0.30. Now see question number third. The coefficient of rank correlation of the marks obtained by 10 students in two particular subjects was found to be 0.5. Later on, it was found that one of the difference of the ranks of a student was 7, but it was taken as 3. So find the corrected value of correlation coefficient. Now let us solve this sum. Now see, in this question, the first thing is there are 10 students. So since there are 10 students, n will be equal to 10. Second thing is true difference. So now what is the true difference? That is the correct difference. That is 7. Wrong difference, or you can say the false difference, that is 3. Now you know that R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square upon n square minus 1. Now what we will do? First of all, substitute the values. So this is R is given as 0.5, 1 minus 6 sigma d square we don't know, so we have to find it out. N is 10 and this is 10 square minus 1. So when you take this term on that side, it will become positive. So 6 sigma d square divided by 10. 10 square is 100. 100 minus 1 is 99. And that is equal to 1 minus this 0.5 will come this side. So minus 0.5. And so this will be 0.5. Now what will be our next step? 6 sigma d square, and upon you are having 990, and this is equal to 0.5. Now when you solve this, you will get sigma d square is equal to 82.5. Now this sigma d square which we have got is, you can say, the wrong value, right? So you have to find the correct value. So for finding the correct value, we can do this. Correct sigma d square is equal to wrong sigma d square minus wrong d square plus correct d square. So now substitute the values. This will be wrong sigma d square is 82.5 minus, you know that false difference was 3. So 3 square plus correct value was 7. So plus 7 the whole square. So this is 82.5 minus 9 plus 49. So this will be 122.5. Now you know the formula for rank correlation coefficient. Just substitute the values. R is equal to 1 minus 6 into correct sigma d square divided by n square minus 1. So now this will be 1 minus 6 into 122.5 divided by 10 into 10 square minus 1. Now when you solve this thing, you should get the answer 0.26. Now let us solve another question, that is question number 4. The following data is available for two variables, rainfall in millimeter, that is taken as x, and the production of the crop, that is taken as y. And this is the data. N is equal to 10, x bar is 120, y bar is 150, sx is 30, sy is 40, and sigma xy is 1,89,000. Now here the formula which we will be using is R is equal to sigma xy minus n x bar y bar upon n sx into sy. Now this formula is also derived from the formulas which we have already done. So now let us substitute the values. This is 1,89,000 minus n is 10, x bar is 120, y bar is 150, divided by n is 10, sx is 30, sy is 40. Now solve this value and the answer which you should get is 0.75. Now let us solve another question, that is question number 5. The following information is obtained for 9 pairs of observation. Sigma x is 51, sigma y is 72, sigma x square is 315, sigma y square is 582 and sigma xy is 408. Now let us solve this sum. Here if you see 9 pairs of observations are there, so n is 9. Now you know the formula for R. R is equal to n sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y upon under root of n sigma x square minus sigma x the whole square into under root of n sigma y square minus sigma y the whole square. Now just substitute the values. See, n is 9, sigma xy is 408 minus sigma x is 51, sigma y is 72, divided by under root of 9 into sigma x square is 315 minus 51 the whole square into under root of 9 into sigma y square is 582 minus 72 the whole square. Now you already know how to solve this sum, so solve it out. The answer which you should get is 0. What do you mean by 0? There is no correlation between the two variables. Now let us see this next question, that is question number 6. Find R if n is equal to 10, sigma xy is 1500, mean of x is 12, mean of y is 15, SD of x is 9, SD of y is 5. That means n is 10, sigma xy is 1500, x bar is 12, y bar is 15, sx is 9 and sy is 5. Now again, what is the formula? The formula which we have already done, that is R is equal to sigma xy minus n x bar y bar upon n sx into sy. Now substitute the values. So this is 1500 minus 10 into 12 into 15 divided by n is 10, sx is 9 and sy is 5. Now solve this and the answer which we will be getting will be minus 0.67. Sorry. Now see this question number 7. Find R if n is equal to 20, covariance xy is minus 50, sx is 15 and sy is 8. So what is the formula? R is equal to covariance xy upon sx into sy. Now covariance is minus 50, sx is 15, sy is 8. So you just have to solve it out and the answer which we will be getting will be minus 0.42. Now let us solve another question, that is question number 8. Find R if covariance xy is to sx square is equal to 3:5 and sx is to sy is equal to 1:2. So here from the first data we can write down covariance xy upon sx square, that is this one, will be 3/5. The next thing from this data, sx is to sy, we can get Sx upon Sy is equal to 1 by 2. Now you know this formula, that is R is equal to covariance xy upon Sx into Sy. Now what we are supposed to do? Here we are having Sx square. So here in the denominator I need Sx square. So I will have to do what? Multiply and divide by Sx. So now what will happen? This Sx into Sx will become Sx square. So we can write down covariance xy upon Sx square into this Sx divided by this Sy which is remaining. Now you have this value. Covariance xy upon Sx square is 3 by 5. And Sx upon Sy we are having 1 by 2. So 3 1s are 3, 5 2s are 10. So now what you will have? This R will be equal to, see what we have done? Covariance xy by Sx square was 3 by 5. Sx upon Sy is half. So now we have substituted. Now this answer which we are getting 3 by 10, we can write it down as 0.3. So this is correlation coefficient. Now let us take another question, that is question number 9. Here n is equal to 10. Sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar is 72. Sx is 3. Sigma y minus y bar the whole square is 160, and we are supposed to find correlation coefficient, that is R. So now what we will do? First thing is, we know that Sy is equal to under root of sigma y minus y bar the whole square upon n. So this will be under root of, this value is 160 divided by 10. So this will be under root of 16. So this will be 4. Now the formula for R is equal to sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by n Sx into Sy. Now let us substitute the values. This is 72 upon 10 into Sx is 3, and Sy we have calculated just now, and that is equal to, you have done this now, that is 4. So this value will be 0.6. So your answer is R is equal to 0.6. Now see question number 10. Here we are supposed to find R if n square minus 1 is 6 times the value of sigma d square. So what is given to us? n square minus 1 is equal to 6 sigma d square. This is given to us. Now what we are supposed to do? You know the value of R. R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square upon n square minus 1. So this will be 1 minus 6 sigma d square upon this n square minus 1 we can substitute as 6 sigma d square. So this is 6 sigma d square. So this will get cancelled. You will have 1 minus 1 and your answer will be 0. So this is the value of correlation coefficient. That means it is lack of correlation. Now students, with this we finish the chapter. This is a very important chapter because one question of 5 marks, that is big question, is asked compulsorily in the exam. The next thing, 1 MCQ, 1 short question, and 1 2 or 3 marks question is also there. So it is a very important chapter. Do practice it and do exercise 2 as the practice. In the next class, that is in the next session, we will be doing chapter number 3. Hope you must have understood this chapter. Do practice this chapter. Thank you.